It will amaze you when I tell you who Joseph Walker is. So I want you to take a good look at Joseph Walker here. All right? You see, fellow Liberian, Joseph Walker, in my definition, Joseph Walker is an obsolete politician who doesn't fit into today's contemporary and social political environment. Copy that? Joseph Walker is an obsolete politician who doesn't fit in today's contemporary politics and social environment. Don't listen to anybody in regards to the July 26th message. There's nothing there. All the institutions that were established in 1972. Now Ellen even tried to change those things around, she never did. Now we are even trying to boost those things, or he never did. Boka he not even thinking that there's any institution in our country. He not following any laws, he not following any regulation, nothing. A Boka can tell you, say, the man is my friend. I tell you that he doesn't have regard for any process, system, policy, or law in our country. Boka administration is lawless administration. They have no regard for policy. They have no regard for standard. They got no regard for the code of conduct. They just get up in the morning and they do whatever. Like I said, I already tell you, Bill Gates will be coming out again. Boka going to hold food and say you were talking to Bill Gates. Boka going to hold food again and say he was talking to Mark Zuckerberg. Boka will hold food and say he's talking about Mark Zuckerberg. There's nothing Boka is doing that follow any governmental systemic protocol. This old man is nothing but a liability that the Liberian people brought on this country. The greatest liability ever that Liberians have brought in their life is Joseph Walker. The old man number one priority is to take care of his health. Number two, he don't give a damn about what people do in that country. That's who Joe Walker is, and that's all I have to say about Joe Walker. Joseph Walker is a disability president. A disability president is a condition that shows that a leader is unfit, incapacitated to do anything. So Joe Walker is a presidential disability. That means Joe Walker cannot do anything for himself. And because Joe Walker is a presidential disability, that's why he is being used by incompetent guys that direct alone, a society dropout, a high school dropout, a college dropout, and everything dropout. Joe Walker is nothing but a presidential disability. So you tell the Unity Party people, Joseph Walker was in the know of this speech, but because of him being a presidential disability, that is why he allowed a government to face this issue today. Joseph Walker is a presidential disability, a man who does not fit into the contemporary environment because he is a very sick man that has a lot of liability than being an access to the people of Liberia. And the Liberian people, you guys made a very big mistake by electing a man who comes with a baggage of liability. Joseph Walker is a disability president. A disability president is a condition that shows that a leader is unfit, incapacitated to do anything. So Joe Walker is a presidential disability. That means Joe Walker cannot do anything for himself. And because Joe Walker is a presidential disability, that's why he is being used by incompetent guys that direct alone, a society dropout, a high school dropout, a college dropout, and everything dropout. Joe Walker is nothing but a presidential disability. So you tell the Unity Party people, Joseph Walker was in the know of this speech, but because of him being a presidential disability, that is why he allowed a government to face this issue today. Joseph Walker is a presidential disability, a man who does not fit into the contemporary environment because he is a very sick man that has a lot of liability than being an access to the people of Liberia. And the Liberian people, you guys made a very big mistake by electing a man who comes with a baggage of liability. Some of you guys are fucked up. Joe Boga, that's somebody rescue somebody. Yeah, sometimes you can misapply these words there, but it's understandable because some of you guys have never had the opportunity to see real rescuer that will rescue you for a better good time or better opportunity. Joe Boga knows that somebody that rescue. Look at him. You already need to take a look at Joe Boga. Does that man know that? Do you see that man that know that somebody that rescue somebody? You got rescue. Boga has been asked so many times about his vision. What is his vision? Is he separating his vision from Ellen? Boga cannot separate his vision from Ellen. And that's why he just keep coming with arrest. There is nothing behind arrest. There is nothing behind that arrest that Boga talking about. Boga and Ellen ran the country for 12 years. What make you think that Ellen agenda was better for Boga? You are going to change it? Joe Boga is associated with certain very good. Yes. So we got to be very, very careful with how we deal with Joe Boga. Because there's a man who lied to a full businessman. All right? There are so many things that Joe Boga has done that are closely associated with very good. Boga cannot do anything for himself. Today, Joseph Boga is a presidential disability. A man who does not fit into the contemporary environment because he is a very sick man that has a lot of liability than being an access to the people of Liberia. A man who does not fit into the contemporary environment because he is a very sick man that has a lot of liability than being an access to the people of Liberia. And the Liberian people, you guys made a very big mistake by electing a man who comes with a baggage of liability. A disability president is a condition that shows that a leader is unfit, incapacitated. Here he wants to create a human role, like a robot of himself. Because he's getting messed up right now. The papi, he's very tribalistic. And you know, the saddest thing that Liberians have proven to the world that they claim to be civilized people, but their decision is so honor-informed that they're bringing people who are tribalistic into the circle to be their leaders. This Joseph Boga man is so entrenched into tribalistic behavior. Even when you look at his entire government structure, so Loma people, Kisi people, he got over there. And you know, this is a man who said he got 42-year experience. But look what he doing to the country. That woman is nothing. He's nothing. He's nothing but a tribalist. Almost all the government officials in the country, they are useless. The entire government is so useless. There are some tribalistic, greedy. Joe Boga is a very stupid man. I think you got to learn that. Joe Boga is very, very stupid. I think because he's getting old, that's why he doesn't think right. But he's a very foolish old man. This is an opportunity that Joe Boga and his people are supposed to capitalize on. The way CDC is very stubborn like this. People in the ear of Joe Boga will say, look, Boga, the way CDC is in this area right now, let's try to bring most of the guys in to come join us. Let's open arms. But you see, the country boys behind Joe Boga, those greedy boys behind Joe Boga, they will not think about that thing. Because they themselves too, they want to go steal. And these guys in somebody in their 60s, going to their 70s, when they were young, they didn't do nothing with their lives. Nothing they did with their lives. So the opportunity come now. They're fighting for themselves. So there will be no opportunity for them to capitalize on. Because someone like Joe Boga will say, you know what, the way to weaken CDC, everyone that we attend against, let's invite all the children here, let them come enjoy, let's make them to feel happy, let's bring peace to the country by bringing those people over. No, there are some tribalistic, greedy, guts, good for nothing society tribal people that behind Joe Boga They said to the in their own camp, then they fighting for themselves. Oh yeah, we're not bring them here, we're not do that. That country is messed up. All the guys got to die. These guys got to die before that country will become better. I'm telling you guys. Every time I come here, I'll tell you guys.
I've said in the first 100 days, no car will get stuck on a major road in this country. And I mean it.
The progress of this country is undermined by the lack of sound and honest leadership.
People said they want to change. The change have come. And what are we seeing a change? The only thing we see is Yomli Kanga employing her family people, Jeremiah Ko employing his family people, Prim Moy employing his family people, Joseph Boakai employing his family people.
Let us resolve to think Liberia, love Liberia, and build a great Liberia.
You are appointing people into civil service position. I mean, this is wrong. Okay, there are other positions in other government ministries and agencies. You find record and all of those things going on because of people exercising their constitutional right to support who they want to support during an election. And as a president, to come to power with this mindset of witch hunt is wrong.
I will not regret, but they will regret when they champion the cause for him to go. He could be the shortest serving president of this country. There is plan for everything to make the country okay. There is plan to impeach Joseph Boakai. There is plan to move people that have violated the 10 new laws. The 10 new laws say they must be removed for cause.
Yaga Kwaba stupid. Hey, stupid man, now for him.
But you are saying causing a man too.
Yeah. Yaga Kwaba stupid. A man for him go. Nasa, a man in Sabaga. Wagana baby. Tell the Wagana where you get the money from. Can't give me the money I can. Yaga Kwaba who?
So it's not a bad thing for Yaga to ask Boakai about where you got the money from.
Yes. Daba, he not got no right to ask Boakai.
For what?
Boakai not stay with him. Boakai that man for himself. Yeah. Boakai not stay with Yaga.
Because some people say before Boakai could become president-elect, he complains saying you don't get money, but now they get putting that fee they finish electing and he getting plenty of money. Maybe that's what you get asking question for.
No, another. Boakai get his own money, his personal money. Yeah. Boakai get money, he got money. Yeah. You got a frosque in the country. Hey, who? What you trying to say? Huh? You got what you trying to say? You who? That Roma bro, you eat him be with a monasa. Don't do it to Boakai Komatiya, don't do it to him. He's sitting now where I say,
you're not scared of Yaga?
I'm not scared of you. The book is scared of you. I'm not scared of Boakai. I'm not scared of Yaga. I tell you, Yaga, the thing was to say, the teacher will tell you, the party, United Party, it will tell you something that thing why you're not supposed to tell. For what? United Party say Yaga.
But some others say Yaga call about to we are. You used to talk the same thing to we are, and you are the same people too behind United Party and Boakai. You're happy when you're saying it to we are to banana. You saying it to Boakai on your vest.
Me are not happy. I was not happy. And you so hear it. I said, but they all are mayor. What they get a real and you quasi president. What can I even be in a country like that? It can be scared. And you so talking like that. When you can call us, I said, but who the human be like? It can be causing insulting president. It can be, it can no fear in him. And you so say like that. Yeah. But it will not carry to Boakai. It will not go around Boakai with it. You can go if you know what I know.
But the minute started already.
If you know what I know. Hey, your man upon you go, your pan upon you go. I tell you from today and today, next time, don't insult Boakai. Don't shut United Party. Don't insult them. And Yaga voice made me vex. Yeah. And then the other work and Yaga doing. Insulting the president.
So besides the president, if maybe you can carry somebody different too, you'll be happy?
Yeah, I will not be happy.
You'll not be happy.
I will can't thought the same thing.
To sit back as youngsters today and we listen to the old folks keep telling us the fighting for our future, which You've been fighting since 1845. Till now, you can give out a future. When will you deliver my future to me?
In the rest. Boy, Asian, so in the rest, we need younger person here. Yeah, in the rest.
The notion people carried around that Waka can be the best. I think my man, that is wrong.
In the rest.
The problem I have with Waka, I have two problems with him. One,
In the rest.
what is affecting Waka? You see that two things have no kill. When you crack it don't have no kill. When you crack it, no kill. The second one is age. When you are old, you don't sit there to be young again. No. When you old, you old. Until you get going on the ground.
Yeah, in the rest.
The second problem I have with Waka, they squander opportunity for the past 12 years. My people, for the past 12 years.
In the rest. Boy, Asian.
And let all the Waka is all you know, because the political people say Wakas do this, Waka do that. But look at the level of Badana Jure.
In the rest.
He should be retired by now. He should be retired by now. His age is not, I will tell you for sure, for his age, he will be controlled by people who are pushing him to become the standard bearer of the sick people.
In the rest.
There are some greedy politicians who have been in power before, who want to come back to power. This is what I see.
You know, but it's too old. I need the rest. Yeah, in the rest. Boy, Asian, so in the rest, we need younger person here.
I have no problem with the old man. And the old man was fit to go here when a Waka was fit. The first thing, you are not even coming to allow you to support him. Because he knows your attitude. But because of the age, you know, his sense of reasoning is declining. This is why you hold you on his side. Who don't know your history in this country? Tell me for once.
Hello there, guys. Welcome to my show. Today is Friday, and thank you guys so much for joining me here. I will always play these videos just to remind you guys that people made the revelation in the past that Joseph Boakai was not going to be a better president, but people did not listen. So all I can do here is to remind you guys, not just by talking, but also showing you guys these things around here. So welcome to the show, and thank you guys so much for the opportunity. Please share the video. We're going to be running the show. Today is Friday, and we got some time to spend here with you guys. If you're tired, you can take a quit, and then we'll still be here until we are done with our conversation here. So just to get the ball rolling here, we are broadcasting on YouTube right now, and we are broadcasting on the other channel that we have. So wherever you are free to go anywhere and watch. All right, so let me just show you guys a few things here. I'm going to bring myself down here, and I'm going to add this here. All right, so this is where we are. All right, so you are here, you are watching the J Randy Free Voice, and that's me over there. So this is the list of channel that we have here. Let me just take myself out so you can see everything. So those are all the different channel we have. As you can see there, we have the, let me just move this one from here so you can see here. Okay, let's move this. So there you go. Those are all the different channels that we are broadcasting on right now. Yes, those are all the different channels that we are broadcasting on right now. So please feel free to visit and subscribe and follow. All right. So this is where we are. And thank you guys so much for joining me here today. All right. All right. So let me get back here. Moving down the screen here today, before we started getting the main discussion here. This is our page. This is what we ask you to do to please support us here. All right. It's up to you to do your part. But the Bible says give and it shall be given unto you. So if you're getting at certain places and you're not getting no blessing, well, because you don't give. All right. All right. So ladies and gentlemen, today and right now, we're going to start our conversation around here. Yes. All right. So let's do this here. Let us do this here. So this morning, I was talking about this guy right here. All right. I was talking about Mr. Weah this morning and letting you guys know that it would be very impossible for him to win any election if Mr. Weah does not reach out to me. I'm going to tell you guys right now. If he doesn't reach out to me, yes. If he doesn't reach out to me, he is not going to win any election. Are you guys hearing me right now? Let me see here. Yes. If he doesn't reach out to me. Yeah, so you guys hearing me, right? Okay. This is my other speaker right here. So let me just put it right here. All right. So, and I just want to reiterate that. All right. To the sedition and many Liberians, I'm not in any hurry of going to Liberia anytime soon. But what I do know, and what I would say here, there are people in the country who believe that the resources belong to a few group of people. That mindset is in the Unity Party people. They did it for 12 years, and they will not hesitate, as you can see. They are also doing it since they came to office. You imagine that, say, Mr. Weah, this guy right here, say, Mr. Weah left power, all right? Say, Mr. Weah left power. You imagine that Mr. Weah would say to himself and you that, look, I lost this election because I was not paying attention to what other people were telling me. Therefore, I'm going to reorganize. I'm going to restructure. Mr. Weah is not going to restructure anything. For you guys who support the CDC party, well, you guys are going to be part of history. Your grandchildren are going to judge you for ignoring the truth and destroying their future and the future of their children. Because from what I'm looking at, what I'm seeing right now, Mr. Weah is not going to change anything. He is very complacent with the people around him for the mere fact that many Liberians know. And the people around Mr. Weah, they were the same reason why the country got destroyed to begin with under his administration. But because many Liberians who supported different political parties, they don't see the country interest first. They wouldn't see their own personal interest with the party they support. So as far as restructuring, as far as examining things to talk about, they're not going to do it. So I already figured out this guy is not going to change anything in this country. If the man really serious to change things, he will start reaching out and he will start to reconcile the country. Since post-war Liberia, none of our president has made an attempt to reconcile the country. Ellen and Boca 12 years, nothing. George Weah, in fact, people broke away, as you can see from the party, disenchanted. Now, when you look at Joe Boca is promoting tribalism and he's cracking down on freedom of speech. So if you look at the country right now, folks, you may not see it the way I'm seeing it, but things are getting worse in our country. And I think many people are not looking at this thing here because they believe in their own party. They don't believe in looking at the interaction, the kind of situation people are putting themselves through. And that's the challenge, because many people feel that, oh, I have to defend the party, or I have to support the particular candidate, or I have to support my political leader because he is my political leader. But as far as what the people are going through in our country, many Liberians don't care to have any sense of concern. So again, until Mr. Weah reach out to people like us that criticize things that he does that don't make sense to promote his image, until he realizes that he need to reach out to us. So Weah will find it very difficult to win election because the people already know who he is. The people seeing the very people that he brought that are still around him. And the Liberian people will not be naive enough. Why? because the Joseph Walker man is already destroying the chances of Joshua. Let me tell you how he's doing that. Joseph Walker, after early administration, was defeated, right? Yes. So he sat down, and many people felt sorry for Joe Walker. And Joe Walker started putting all kind of victimized statement out there. Oh, I live on loan, I do this, I do that. The Liberian people felt sorry for Joe Walker. After rejecting Joe Walker in 2017, they felt sorry for Joe Walker and said, okay, let's bring the old man back. After they felt that after 12 years, Joe Walker was not doing the best, they said to themselves, let's bring the old man back so we can see what he is capable of doing. That was one of the biggest mistakes that they made. As you can see today, the man is promoting tribalism. The man is cracking down on freedom of speech. And up to now, Joe Walker hasn't come out with his national development plan that's supposed to drive that so-called arrest to where it's supposed to be driven to have deliverable so that the people can get to see the time they spend supporting Joe Walker. None of the things has been done. Their supporter will come here and tell you, say, oh, things are okay, things are okay. Joe Walker been on that journey for over 3 months. Any Liberian listen to me now who started a new job when Joe Walker was inaugurated. We have gone 3 months now. So if you're on a job for the first time and they say, okay, 3-month probation to see how well you can keep up and perform, by now, wherever you are on that new job, if you and Joe Walker came to the same job at the same time in January, this is August. You should be able to know why you were hired and how you're supposed to start doing things on that job, right? Joe Walker came to power. The man said he got a plan. We don't know what the plan is. So what Joe Walker is doing now is he's showing the Liberian people who gave him pity and say, let's bring the man back because we felt sorry for him. After we allow Wia to defeat him, let's bring him back and see what he's doing now. So what Joe Walker is doing now, Joe Walker's behavior to the Liberian people is going to destroy George Weah. Because the Liberian people will say, you know what, they were there for 6 years. Now he's acting like he's going to redeem her. But let us not forget, Joe Walker will also feel sorry for himself, and we feel sorry for him, and he used us to come to power, and this is what he's doing. So Joe Walker's behavior will limit the chances of George Weah getting re-elected because it is the second coming to power, and the people will not want to take that risk. And that's why I'm trying to prevent it from happening to this guy. But this guy here, he doesn't listen to people who tell him the truth. Right now, he's getting very angry as I'm speaking right now. People who sharing the video with him, he will get more angry and say, you know what, I don't want to see that man. I don't want to talk to that man. But the Liberian people will speak because many of you know that there are disenchanted sedition that this man did not reconcile with. All right. And some of them voted for Walker today, even though they are regretting. If the people will reject Walker in 2029, they will reject George Weah in 2029. Who coming? I don't know. It will not even be Alexander Cummings. I doubt it. It will not be Alexander Cummings. Starting from next year, around the same time, a rising star will surface in our country. And all that person needs to do is to be very candid and open to the Liberian people. This guy, he doesn't change the people around him and start to have fresh ideas of people around him and start to look at things differently, he is going to face the greatest problem in getting re-elected. I can tell you that one right now. All right. So let's continue going down the horn here. Well, we got the other guy here. This guy is one of the greatest scammers in our modern times. This guy is called Joe Walker. He's one of the greatest scammers in our modern times. This guy lied too much. He lies too much. Nobody should trust Joe Walker. And you know, he's one of the greatest scammers. This guy is one of the greatest scammers. And you know, now he wearing all the whisker coming down to disguise himself. That's who he is. That's who he is. So anyone who get angry at Joe Walker is because Joe Walker already so critical to that person. There are lists and lists of names that we have that Joe Walker has scammed and these people will not come back around Joe Parker. Joe Parker, from his youth days, lied to a food businessman and scammed the man by selling a sick baby to this man. If you forgot, I will always remind you, I do not trust Joe Parker, neither should you, because this old man knows exactly what he's doing. He putting more young people under the bus by setting them up for failure. And he doesn't care. The old man here will not be able to be president by the year 2035. Joe Parker only actually left right now is as president. After he leaves, he will be too damn old to even think about running again. So whatever damage Joe Parker going to cause in the next 6 years, he doesn't care after his term is over. He will be very much incapacitated. He will have a little bit of life to be very active. And all you will find Joe Parker doing, going and sit down somewhere out of town or across town and wouldn't see the destruction that he has caused. This man is introducing a new tribalistic mindset into the society. What Joe Parker is doing today, let me tell you guys, the next leadership that will come to power, they're going to emulate the same thing. You're seeing today, Joe Parker is bringing back tribalism into our society. The same thing that destroyed us today, this man is bringing it back. You listen to people out there telling you that, oh, they're taking out of job and they're bringing people from Nema County. And the Nema County people too, they can't even think, my people. Tell me. Nema County people can't even think. They same Nema County people that went to war for tribalism, they should be the last people in our country that should be engaging themselves into tribalism again. Hey, Nema County people, man. Come on, man. The whole world, the people resettle here. You see the crown people over there when we are in power, they didn't fight for nothing because they say, join me, who I need to be in the public. But the Gio man, the Mano man, they coming right back in the same thing again. So this time around, some of us who saw that war back in the days, we now will decide and say, okay, we know who is the problem in the country now. Because right now, when we are there, you see the crown people floating down there. Joe Parker is president now. Jeremiah Kuhn, Prince Johnson, and they're just bringing the people, they're not bringing it in the ministry, bringing it in the agency to be part. So some of us now who saw what happened during those time and seeing what Parker is doing, the Nema people are showing themselves that they are the problem in our country. The Nema people, they are showing that they are the problem in our country. They love tribalism, from what I'm seeing. In order to disprove what I'm saying, the Nema people need to withdraw themselves and come up with a public statement and say, look, those out there saying that we are Nembadians who are being put to other ministry and agency, we are not in our group. If they keep quiet and their names start going, then people like us will get to know that they, in fact, were the reason why they decide to go on the offensive rather than playing defense. Because the Nema people starting again. They are starting again. Why should they support this guy who has no interest for the people of Liberia? Why should the Nema people name be in the mouth of other people that, oh, the people are get trouble, they bring people from Nema? The last thing Nema want to do is to get their name mixed out with tribalism again. That means their brothers and sisters that died, Liberians that died, they die for nothing. And that's what I keep saying to you guys, between the age of 18 to 37, you need to leave that country. Because some people, foolishness, will take your innocent life and they will never regret taking the life of anyone because they will come right back to do the same thing. To do the same thing. So why should Nema people name be in the mouth of other people that they are coming again? They are coming again. Nema people, you need to be very, very careful. I mean, I was born in Yukipa. By birth, I am a citizen of Nema County. But this proves some of the things that I'm hearing out there about the Nema people. You need to withdraw. You need to come up with a position statement to say that whatever this guy is doing, all right, this our man Bobby Moore, whatever Bobby Moore is doing, you need to tell the Liberian people in the world that what Bobby Moore is doing, we are not part of that. We are just good people who want to live in this country here. But the last thing we want to hear is, oh, they're bringing people who are Nimbadian to come and work in the government. They just bring it there. Nimba people, you need to slow down, man. Excuse me, God, I gotta keep wetting my throat here. So that's it there for Bobby Moore, all right? So that is there for Bobby Moore, all right? He said his new name is Bobby Moore, wearing all his Latin, aka Yellow Machine Man, so that who he is. All right, moving along here, folks. So freedom of expression, freedom of speech is under attack in the country, folks. So let me just make this thing bigger here for you guys. Yeah. Freedom of speech, freedom of expression is under attack in Liberia. That's what we are learning here. All right. So this guy, as I learned, this guy, all right, has been dismissed at the request of Joe Boyka because they found out that this guy has been insulting allegedly the president of Liberia, Joe Boyka. So they let the guy go. They fire him because he has been, according to them, disrespectful to the president. Question for you guys. Grab the Constitution of Liberia. Not now, but later. Grab the Constitution of Liberia and ask yourself, if I look in the Constitution, page by page, is there anything in that Constitution that says if you insult the president, that is an automatic dismissal from public service? You're not going to find anything in there, folks. You're not going to find anything in there. There is nowhere in our Constitution that talk about or that mention that if you insult the president, you will be fired. You see, we inherited a democracy that we are not ready to implement. The American people think in the country here that even some of our brothers can come from Liberia that are scared to turn themselves to women. But when they come to America, they turn themselves to women because the Constitution here allowed them to do that. We took the people Constitution from here. We did not even look inside to say, the Constitution here got so many pages in the thing here. Let me see. The other page here, the other Constitution talking on the page here, we want the one here. Yeah. So before we get that thing like, bro, we want the other page here. The other page that say here we got freedom of speech. We want freedom of speech. So my man, let's throw the one away. That one that freedom of speech. We don't need that one for freedom of speech. We'll make our own one. All right, then we'll look here. The next one we'll see here. This one is called, fighting corruption, rule of law, transparency, accountability. No, we want the other one here. Let's hear the one here. We did not do that. We just grabbed the American people Constitution, put it on our head or on our arm, we brought it to Liberia. Next thing you know, people want to express themselves, you're letting them go from their job. So where are we heading now, folks? Where are we heading? If you don't like something, you got to stay away from it, right? There are many references that I can give you here that will validate freedom of speech. Why it is true that I disagree with George Weah on many occasions. During George Weah's presidency, there were a lot of people that insulted George Weah. All the people you see today who defended Joe Boyka, they never came out to say anything. They were as mute and they were quiet like the gray. But deep down in their heart, they were happy about it. And you see, the younger generation, they saw these things. They saw it. Don't think they don't see things and adapt the behavior. They were looking and they were listening. And people were there insulting George Weah. But then Joe Boyka, who called himself the elderly man, oh, I'm an elderly man, I got this, I got this. He did not take to the airway one day in a 6 year that George Weah man was being insulted and George Weah was being insulted. Joseph Boyka did not get up to say, look, gentlemen, I am the elder of our politics. what I see happening. I disagree with that. Therefore, we need to stop the behavior here and come clean as responsible people. We can disagree, but the insult is not going to solve our problem. Joseph Boyka did not say anything. In fact, Joseph Boyka said it was freedom of expression, freedom of speech, so he saw nothing about it. And in the meantime, when we were president, nobody came nobody got fired for insulting Joshua. Unless I missed that news headline or that news story. Nobody, as far as I'm concerned, and I'm sure some of you guys can attest to that. Nobody got fired. Even though people are saying Joshua is this, Joshua is that. Nobody got fired. But today, for people to express themselves, and then you want to take them out of their job because you're saying to yourself that gross insubordination, disrespect. Come on, guys, where are we heading with the country? You see, Joe Boyka is a very tribalistic guy who is tied within that interior behavior that is filled with low tolerance, high aggression. And the people around Joe Boyka, he brings those people around him so that they can be able to crack down on people with free speech while Joe Boyka, is elevating, fostering tribalism. The legacy that Joe Boyka leaving in our country is going to add to the list of things that continue to derail the future of our country. We have been struggling with corruption. We are yet to figure out corruption. We have been struggling with transparency. We are yet to figure out transparency. Honesty. We have been struggling with all these things that make a society to be a better society. We are yet to begin to fix those things. Now you got a guy, after our 14-year civil war, there were many young people today, there are many young people today who were not in the past to see what happened. Joe Boyka is bringing them right back to where it all started, our civil war. People said the crown people were against the Gio people and Mano people. Joe Boyka now is coming now and bringing tribal behavior, tribalism. He's infusing tribalism into our system again. So what's going to happen now? The younger generation that were not part of the war, that only used to come and listen to you and I talking, yeah, to our crown people, oh yeah, and then they imagine. These young people now are being introduced into tribalism now. Do you think what Joe Boyka is doing, if many Liberians who are in public service get fed up and say, okay, you know what, let's stay. I want that job. I'll go hustle. And Joe Boyka have all the people sitting down. The Loma people sitting down, the Bandi people sitting down, the Gisi people sitting down, they're all in power, right? Yes. Put a check mark to that. Yes. Then you got the Gio people, the Mano people, all them sitting down. Right? Yes. Then they go for 6 years. And somebody come and win. And that person get to power. And the person come with that same revenge mentality. Maybe the person come from Riverside, maybe the person come from Banga, or even from the Southeast. And say from the janitor in the ministry here to the head, unless there is no man, or crown man, or unless there is no pele man, unless there is no pastor man, and the only way we hire somebody. Do you see that as a likely possibility, or do you see that as an unlikely possibility? Of course, it's going to be a likely possibility, but many Liberians are not thinking about that. For some of us, I will only come and tell you here, because there will be some people that will die in cross-travel war in our country, unfortunately. They say when you see a laser tail after a snake makes you, you'll be afraid. That's the war we had in our country. One of the major contributing factors to that war in our country, it was based on tribalism or tribal line, tribal division. That's how it all started. That's how it all started. When some of them were killed, the Congo people were killed, it was not based on tribalism. Because by that time, all the indigenous people, they were what? Sideline. They were sideline. So the UNE went and targeted officials in the Togo government. And the Congo people were only living in Mosoro County. That's why that war was not dangerous. It was just a coup d'etat that got rid of people. When Doe came to power, he decided to divide the traditional people and kept a large number of his own people. And what happened? It created division. It created inequality. And in the end, we went to war. Right? We went to war. Now, everything we experienced during the war, people came from the United States, Europe. They took all the warring factions and put them in one room and said, gentlemen, what happened during the war? I mean, what caused the war? Well, you see, they got and they called the crown man, and they even had janitor in our ministry. Do you know that the janitor crown man, the guy who is just a mere janitor, I'm not trying to overlook his position, but a janitor in our building, during the man they call Doe presidency. Do you know that man can pick up the phone and call the executive marshal, and I can get in trouble for talking to him in a very mean way, according to him or her? We got fed up with those things. That's why took us to war. And the people said, no. It was wrong to have one travel group in many capacity in the government. So you shouldn't do it anymore. You got it? Yes. So you need to go back and you do your TRC. You got to look for the people who had that mindset and make sure you keep them far away from power. You got to also make sure that you pass laws that will prevent people from hiring more than what? 15% in government. It should be a shared position across the 15 counties. You're going to do it. My brothers and sisters, do you see anything in our country that people have put together that will reject the past? Well, if you don't know why it is, look at what Joe Boga is doing. Right now, what Samuel K he agreed. That's all he's doing. See, he's saying to himself, if at all he can speak to himself now, he's saying to himself, the very thing that destroyed our country, that's the same thing they bring him back in our country. Oh, Liberian people, you don't know what lie ahead of you. All the people that die in our civil crisis, if they have the mind to even see what happened from their grave or wherever they died, they just looking, they say, oh God, there we go again. It's just the rain came, it fell, then the gray cloud gets opened up again, and then you go in, and then little ahead of you, you see the gray cloud, say, oh my God, it's coming again, the rain coming again. That's exactly what Joe Boga is doing in our country. And this man, Joe Boga, has no future. He is not part of any generation. You see, Joe Boga generation is going down. And those who generation coming up, Joe Boga coming down, and the other generation going up, he is destroying the generation of people that are going up before they even settle. That's what he's doing. But many people will not see it like this today because people are so party infested in their mind. And, you know, they call those things mental filter. Many people who today support the different political party, CDC and Unity Party, they are suffering from what I describe as what mental filter. Mental filter. What is mental filter? Mental filter is a mindset of things that people just see negatively. So when I'm talking about it, they look at it, say that man, talking foolish, that man a foolish man. It kind of remind you about Noah in the Bible when God told Noah to build the ark, and he went out to these people and were telling them, but the people themselves did not listen to Noah. They felt that, oh, Noah, and I may know talking about God can't destroy the player. What wrong with you, Noah? You foolish man, Noah. What wrong with you? But then in the end, as the Bible mentioned, things happen, right? Yeah. So this guy here is a victim of the low tolerance level of the Boka people and Boka himself. So what's going to happen now? People going to be in their shell. Nobody going to express themselves. especially when you live in Liberia. Nobody's going to be able to say anything about Joe Boca government because people are going to be going to the restaurant just sitting down there. Even the waitress are going to be coming with the food. Set the food down here, man. Our food Boca man over there. And you know, you get there, people firing people, and somebody there looking at your face. Oh, okay. Or maybe somebody fire on and they're recording you. All right. He over there, he talking about the papi. Yeah, okay. And your phone can zoom in here. Just zoom in there. Yeah, in there. Okay. Before you know, 2 or 3 days, you will get missing and nobody will know who you are. That is what's going to happen in that country on a podcast watch. You guys are now waiting. They are not willing to allow freedom of expression in that country. Joe Boca does not believe in freedom of expression. No. He's going to hunt people down. So you got to be careful. You look at Joe Boca. Somebody called me today. The person telling me, say, oh, Joe Boca putting a cyber team together to start looking at people on Facebook who will be insulting him. Well, let Joe Boca come to me. I'll be the first person to say he's a stupid man. So let Joe Boca come and say, hey, people, that man already in his grave. He's trying to destroy what many international partners has put together. And then people say, oh, yeah, you're going to do this. Let me say this to you guys. This coming human rights report for Joe Boca, it will be very, very deadly, nasty. The coming human rights report, it will be very, very nasty for Joe Boca. I'm telling you guys right now. It will be very, very nasty for Joe Boca. Joe Boca will get a very bad rating from it. The how do you call it? The International Human Rights Organization. He will get a very bad rating from the U.S. State Department. He will get a very bad rating from any other organization that respect the right of people. He will get a very bad rating. And then on top of that, Joe Boca will be accused of promoting tribalism. Yes, he will be accused of that. Yes, he will be accused of that. And then he will also be accused of corruption as well. He'll be accused of corruption. And then also he will be accused of nepotism too. Yes, nepotism. And then as far as free speech goes, they will also talk about that as well. All right. So let's move on here. Mother lady right here. Let me just move myself from here so you can see the lady here. Take a look at the hairline, folks. Take a good look at the hairline. Look right below here where it says Kula Fofana. Look right underneath Boca where it says there. Kula Fofana office flooded with corruption. You see that? These people came to power to do nothing but to steal from the country. All right? That good for nothing woman over there. All that noise she can be making. You see the hairline? All the hairline then will be sent to the State Department. We will keep sending more to the State Department in this country. As concerned people in this country will keep sending this thing in here. All right? And it's nowhere but under Joe Boca administration. There are many other documents that we have here that show that from the time Joe Boca was announced as president-elect, you saw how lawmakers went to Joe Boca and he's beginning to give them money so that they can vote for his speaker. Now, yeah, good lady right here. She is now involved with corruption. These people will be sanctioned. They will be sanctioned. They will be sanctioned. All right? They will be sanctioned. These people will be sanctioned. These people are nothing but a bunch of criminals that came to power to do nothing else but to steal. That's what they came to power for. To do nothing else but to steal. These people are broke. They were broke. They never had nothing for themselves. They got no way out only because somebody like the Liberian people gave them opportunity. So here they are now, just there stealing and stealing and stealing, even down to the press secretary. Oh, they're all stealing. What future will people get when you're stealing from the system? What future will the people get when you're stealing from the system? What future is there? What future is there? What future is there? All right? What future is there? My boy LB Guy is asking questions here. Let me see if I can start putting some of the comments in up here. All right? What future is there? When people are already start stealing, all right? What future is down there? The people are already stealing. They are already stealing. That's what they're doing. They are already stealing. All right? They are already stealing. People are already stealing. Yes, more you don't have to be surprised, my brother. They are already stealing. That's what they're doing. Bobby Moore and his friend are already stealing. That's what they're doing. Nothing else Bobby Moore is doing in that place but stealing. They Bobby Moore got came to power just to steal. That's all Bobby Moore came to power for. All that thing he was saying to you, oh, I live on loan. I live on loan. I do this. I do this. Bobby Moore was just lying to y'all. He was one of the greatest scammers. Yeah, he was one of the greatest scammers. That's who Bobby Moore is. All right? So let's move down the horn here. All right? Bobby Moore brought all his men to power to come and steal. That's all. Bobby Moore. See my man Bobby Moore here? He's one of the greatest scammers. Yes. All right? So that's who Bobby Moore is. And that is it. All right, guys. So what has been happening at the Ministry of Labor? We got some video here for you guys. All right? We have some video here for you guys. Now, I'm going to draw your attention to this video here. All right? So, Bobby Moore, we got to let Bobby Moore go. Let Bobby Moore go. All right? So, check the video out.
Just announced that every partisan of the Unity Party should accept the fact that.
All right. I want you, in fact, I'm going to blow this thing up. And I will appreciate, you see the date here, December 29th, 2017. All right. This gentleman that you see speaking here, he is one of the guys, I believe, at the Ministry of Labor. So he's holding in his right hand, Joseph Boakai defeated Joseph Boakai in 2017. Now, I want you to please listen to what he is about to say. This guy now is the one at the civil service, or I think at the Ministry of Labor, who is making decision here. So listen to him, and then we'll come back. Listen to him.
Back to Josiah Joket.
My president.
At first, I interviewed him and he said that he will not accept
my president.
The next president of the Republic of Liberia, which are supposed to be George Weah today, announced by the National Election Commission. Now, Mr. Josiah, your standard bearer, Ambassador Joseph Iman Boakai, just announced that every partisan of the Unity Party should accept the fact that they are loose.
Yeah,
so what's your take on that?
He's spoken as my leader, and that's it. But I will tell you, as a Liberian, an individual of this country, that George Weah's election doesn't negate his incompetence. So he's not my president. Joseph Boakai is the one I voted for. I voted for him.
Not going by the order of
I voted for him. I voted for him, and I can vote for him 1 million more times over George Weah. And I've said that even my son, my 6-year-old son, knows that George Weah is not his president. And it's my right as a citizen to say how I feel about what has transpired. We did not lose a genuine election. We did not lose a free, fair, and transparent election. So we lost a fraudulent election.
So you're telling me
it is on the basis, and it's on the basis,
not free and fair?
I know what credible elections are. And on the basis of that, I will repeat, I will emphasize that my president is my candidate, Joseph Iman Boakai.
So for the next 6 years, we're not have
for the next 6 years, I'm a professional person. I'll work. I don't have to be in the public sector. I can be in the private sector. I'm a professional person. I will work. And I will not be silent, though. So in this country, we will not embrace brutal dictatorship that we've just given precedent in our country. Say that? Where there's incompetence, absolutely. Where there's incompetence, absolutely, that breeds dictatorship. It breeds tyranny. And it's obvious for you to know. That's not a subject of debate. So I am saying here, that's not the decision I made. And so that's not my president. My president is Joseph Iman Boakai, whom I voted for, and I can vote for him 1 million more times over George Weah.
Who recognize George Weah as a president?
Because I didn't vote for him, and I will not vote for him. He's not my president. My president remains my candidate. That's it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
All right, guys. So this is where we are, right? This is where we are. People keeping aggression, people getting very bitter. And then you come to power. You listen to what the man said. And you decide to bring the man back in government. These are men who did not believe in the voices of the people. Even his boss told him, say, don't do it. And he went right ahead and did it and said it. This same guy, this was almost like 6 years ago, right? Well, the same guy is back in government. Whatever happening at the Ministry of Labor, this guy, I think he's from the Civil Service Agency. You heard the man, you saw the man expressing his bitterness against George Weah and the people that voted against Joe Boca. This is the same man here now that Boca appointed to be fully aware. All right? So check this out, folks. Check this out. This is 2024 now. The guy who made that statement. This is him speaking here now.
The government is fully aware. The government, and that means the president is aware.
The guy you just listened to, the guy you listened to, who made that statement, he is the guy now telling you that Joe Boca is aware of what he is doing. Let's listen again.
The government is fully aware. The government, and that means the president is aware. Yes, the president is aware of the actions that have been taken.
Okay. So that's the guy there. But this is the same guy here, the guy you just watched, who is taking the nasty and brutal, hateful, deceitful, and how they call it, unprofessional action against innocent people. Here is him here in 2017 after Boca issued this order. Watch again. Sorry there, guys. Watch him again.
At first, I interviewed him and he said that he will not accept
my president,
the next president of the Republic of Liberia, which are supposed to be George Weah today, announced by the National Election Commission.
The guy you just watched that said that the President Boca is in the know of what happening at the Ministry of Labor. This guy is now, this guy you see here, he is, I believe, the boss of the CSA now, Civil Service Agency. But listen to him, what he said in 2017. And you tell me whether someone of that kind of aggressive, bitter mindset should be in government, even though he support a party, with a kind of lack of discipline, the kind of lack of acceptance to a process where he felt defeated. Listen to what he said in 2017, as you can see there. Listen to him here, folks. You're listening to him, like Brother Mel say. Listen to him.
Back to Josiah Joket.
My president.
At first, I interviewed him and he said that he will not accept
my president,
the next president of the Republic of Liberia, which are supposed to be George Weah today, announced by the National Election Commission. Now, Mr. Josiah, your standard bearer, Ambassador Joseph Iman Bouaga, just announced that every partisan of the United Party should accept the fact that they are loose.
Yeah,
so what's your take on that?
He's spoken as my leader, and that's it. But I will tell you, as a Liberian, an individual of this country, that George Weah's election doesn't negate his incompetence. So he's not my president. Joseph Boakai is the one I voted for him.
Not going by the order.
So let me hold you guys right there, right? So Joe Boca, listen to this guy, and with all hesitation, brought the guy and put him into a very strategic position. And this guy is there destroying homes, destroying families. And you heard what the man said in 2017. Do you not see why Joe Walker does not deserve to be respected? Do you see that? Do you think I will respect Joe Walker? I will not respect Joe Walker. Because Joe Walker is not acting like a father. All right? He's not acting like a father. He's not acting like the big daddy. He's not acting like the first citizen of the country. A guy like this should not be close to any position of authority. It is one thing to go into an election and don't win. But it's another thing to come up with that kind of mindset. Even the journalist said to him, Joseph Walker said you should lay your stuff down. Because Joe Walker believed that in order to move the country forward, we need to reconcile. The man issued that order. But this guy is saying on the live stream, I'm not going to listen to Joe Walker. Now that he said those things, and Joe Walker did not take any action, right? And Joe Walker went and sent a guy to the civil service agency, one of the corridor where people can go through to get to government job. They kind of guy with a kind of aggressive behavior, a clear manifestation of why the white men, the policemen, all who they're going, say this guy is very aggressive. You see him expressing the aggressiveness. And then you turn around and go get a man civil service position. That's Joe Walker. You see how this country called Liberia is so out of character. You see why Joe Walker is not respected by many people. You see it now. So let's leave from 2017 and come back to 2024. Yeah, the guy here again, 2024. Listen to him.
The government, and that means the president is aware. Yes, the president is aware of the actions that have been taken to. The government is fully aware. The government, and that means the president is aware. Yes, the president is aware of the actions that have been taken to. The government is fully aware. The government, and that means the president is aware. Yes, the president is aware of the actions.
So, do you now believe this guy right here?
Tribalism, because Joe Walker is a sadistic, unrepentant, unapologetic, tribalistic old man. That is what Joe Walker is, and that is the only thing Joe Walker knows how to do because he exploits tribalism. So, Walker did not condemn tribalism because Joe Walker is a sadistic, unrepentant, unapologetic, tribalistic old man. That is what Joe Walker is, and that is the only thing Joe Walker knows how to do because he exploits tribalism. So, I say
right there, folks. That's it right there. So as you can see, this is the guy right here, right? This is the guy right here. So that's the situation our people are facing in the country now. This man called Joe Walker, that is what he decided to do. And that is why we keep saying to you guys that
have to protect it. If they think they will see this election, you will not allow it. Because if you do it, that's the end of this country. And we're not going to allow that to happen.
He is the one making that statement now. Oh, I live on loan. I borrow from IB Bank. I this, I that. That's him over there. All right. All right. Moving along here, folks. Moving along here. Let me see. All right. We'll be getting out of here by 11:30. All right. So here is another video here for you guys here too. All right. Let's look at the other video right here.
The lesson fire, you know what I mean? You give it other to get other drive the car to the building. You keep money, you can go, you register the car. Who are driving? Who are driving? That's the way I drive lesson. The lesson fire, you know what I mean? You give it other to get other drive the car to the building. You keep money, you can go, you register the car. That is all lesson for you come for it. Yeah, my friend, yeah, when I register, you didn't register, just show the document when you look at lesson. That fire you're doing, you're enforcing, you have to see people there who don't even want to comply with the law. Where a rank? Yeah? Inspector, you are who inspector? Inspector of police. And you sit down, you drive with all valid driver's license. That is, my friend, not it. But you have license with the license expire, you drive with it. If you put somebody on the real judge, if you put somebody on the expired license, you take the explanation, you don't be doing bullshit. Like, go in for your own car. Where you fit that ticket. And that ticket, you better be my own ticket.
That's Liberia there for you. People who are supposed to enforce the law, they are there breaking the law. All right, guys. So let me just give you guys a quick teaser here. And then tomorrow, all right, we'll discuss this. I know I promised you guys, but I want to be at my full potential to discuss this video.
24 hours, but I feel so energized. I feel energized by the Liberian people.
Well, good day and welcome. This is the Liberia National Television, and this is ELBC, the state broadcaster of the Liberia Broadcasting System. My name is Vafle Kamara. It is an honor for me to have this one-on-one sit-down interview with Dr. Robtel Ninje Pele, Liberia's 177 Independence Day orator. Dr. Pele, it is a pleasure for me to have this first time meeting you and also having this special interview of you. Good morning.
The pleasure is mine. Thank you very much for having me.
How are you?
I'm great.
Okay.
It's been an interesting 24 hours, but I feel so energized. I feel energized by the Liberian people for the countless messages I've received in commendation of what I had.
All right, guys. Tomorrow morning between 8 a.m. to 9 a.m., I will be back here to break down for you this interview. Here's what I want you to take away tonight, because I need to give you small thing to chew on. This lady, she used to live in Germantown, Maryland. She used to live in Germantown, Maryland as an undocumented Liberian. After a while, she obtained a resident status. What did I just say? She obtained a resident status of the United States. How can she leave from undocumented Liberian to gaining a residential status? Who did she marry to? What was that marriage all about? Then after that, she used the United States resident status and went to the UK. Now, to put this into perspective, how many Liberians right now in the country called Liberia right now? Liberia may say, nah, can leave from Liberia and go to the UK and get a resident there. Is it possible? The answer is no. She used the United States resident status because if you look at the relationship between the United States and Great Britain, you can leave from here on a resident status and go to the UK. And then you have to spend some time there. There is something called the IRL, something like that. Intend to remain in the country. And after you live there for 5 years, you can request that United States status, resident status, to be transferred to a British resident status. So the question here is, she left this country with a status. Did she take the American people status? She took away from the American people because if she were undocumented in the United States, after what she came for here, she should have gone back to Liberia, right? Yeah, because she said she loved Liberia, right? How did she leave from the United States to go to Great Britain? On what status? There's nowhere that she will show you, say, you know what? I decline, I relinquish the United States resident status. So we'll be breaking down those things for you tomorrow. We'll be breaking it down for you tomorrow. Bottom line, this woman is a freeloader. She took from the American people their opportunity, like the resident status, and ran with it to Great Britain. In a nutshell, she gained from this system, and then she capitalized on it in Great Britain. Like I said, if people in Liberia could just leave from Liberia and go to Great Britain and get resident status, you know how many people be in Liberia by this time? No, not many, right? So the question is, how did the Niger woman left from here? In this interview, she said she was undocumented in this country. And as you know, even the politics today, Mr. Trump is always talking about undocumented people. This woman lived in Germantown. She lived in Germantown, Maryland. All right? She lived in Germantown, Maryland. We already did our due diligence. There are names that, what my people is there? What the hell is my people? What my people, speaking about name there. All right. This lady here, what I got the people here? What are people there? What are the people there here? Certain people name that I want to ask here. But we'll leave it at that tonight and we'll be back again tomorrow. There are certain names that we got here. I don't have that people here, but we'll look for it tomorrow. I don't have the people here. But what I want you to take away from me here, the question I need to ask yourself. If you have a brother and sister living in Liberia, can you give them a plain fare to say, okay, leave from Liberia, go straight to Great Britain and go get a resident status? No, it's not possible. This lady said she was undocumented in America, but she got her resident status. And then she left and went to the United Kingdom, Great Britain, and then changed her resident status. So she gained from the system here. She used the American resident status and ran with it to another country. And ran with it. But did any American get fed with her? No. They felt that she was just a poor woman from a poor country who were trying to survive. All right? Who were trying to survive. So we'll come back tomorrow morning between 8:30 Eastern Standard Time to 9 to come back and talk about this thing tomorrow. All right? So we're going to leave everything right here. We'll be back here tomorrow morning to give you more. Until then, have yourself a pleasant night. Please don't forget to join me in the morning. I'm sorry for coming on late. I wanted to nail this thing tonight, but due to other circumstances, we'll do it tomorrow. And when we come and start tomorrow, we're hitting it straight. We're going to hit it straight. All right? So thank you guys so much for the opportunity. God bless you guys. Have yourself a pleasant night. I said we're leaving from here 11:30, but I'm giving you guys back 9 minutes so you can enjoy yourself with that. All right. So thank you guys so much for that opportunity. God bless you guys. Bye for now. All right. Bye-bye.